Scorpios, what's up? It's Tasha, aka Mama Jam, aka Jam the Butterfly, and I am back, y'all. I just want to say thank you so much for sticking with me throughout the month of February. Your girl was super duper tired. I overexerted myself. Had a lot of personal things going on. I was just tired. It wasn't good, y'all. It wasn't pretty. So I needed to take some time for myself. Um, but I am back, ready again because I missed y'all, babies. I am back with your March 2016 monthly Tarotscope, and I've been led to do a reading that talks about what you need to let go in the month of March. We're still under the energy of the waning moon. I think I started off under the energy of the full moon, but we're now under the energy of the waning moon. So there's things that we need to be taking out of our lives, letting go of, detaching from. Next order of business, have a new deck, the Housewives Tarot. And what other deck should I use besides this one? Because this one is a deck that really cuts to the chase. It leaves no room or very little room for alternate interpretations. It's very direct in its approach and the interpretations of the cards, and you'll see what I'm saying. But the cards are whimsical. They have a retro type feel to them. They can be a little sarcastic. They can be a little cynical. So I like them, and I think they're cool. So I hope you guys like them too. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread, and let's just get into it. What's going on as a general energy, Scorpio? We have the Four of Wands. You're building. I feel like you're building a better foundation for yourself. And possibly family. Some of you guys may possibly even be planning to get married within this month. What I will say to you guys, wherever you're going, if you're moving, or if you're I feel like some of you feel like you got it made, like you got something and you got it, like she's sitting there like, yeah, I got it made, but she's balancing herself on some scrub mops. Okay, make sure, I guess what I'm saying is make sure that what you're building is built on a solid foundation. Okay, you may be fooling yourself when it comes to that, or you need to be looking at the situation from every angle. All right, she's so engulfed in feeling like she did it and made it. She's feeling very accomplished that she doesn't realize that a good wind can come through and knock all of that down. Okay, and you have to be you can't get too, the way she's positioned, it makes me feel like you can't get too comfortable. Like you have to stay in that. You're like, okay, you know how when you're in the pool and you're on your little floaty thing and you find that one good position and you feel like I can't move because if I move, I'm gonna mess everything up. That's what I feel like when I see her. And so it's like you still have to, once you get in that spot, you have to stay there. But it's about finding that spot. And I think she feels like she found that spot, but she's going to want to put that cup down in a minute and realize you're going to have to reposition yourself, and you have to do it very, very, very carefully. Okay. So just make sure that you got yourself in a very firm foundation, in a firm position. All right. But you are trying to build, and you're trying to get to a level of, I feel, um, financial financial satisfaction. For you want your relationships to be on a good steady ground. You want your job to be good. Like you're just really trying to build right now, I feel. Okay, but let's see what's coming in, what's conflicting that, or what's coming in as a challenge. I feel like there should be two cards, Scorpio. Oops. Page of Swords and the Nine of Cups. What I feel with the Page of Swords and the Nine of Cups is just what I said with the Four of Wands earlier. Make sure that you're looking at this from open eyes all the way around, all of your three eyes. This is something that you want. Okay, with the Nine of Cups, it's like getting your wishes fulfilled. I feel like with the Page of Swords, it's telling you to make sure that you're doing your research. Make sure that you know who you're dealing with. Make sure that, if you just purchase a house, or you're interested in buying a house, make sure you read I feel like you need to read the contracts. Make sure if you're involved with somebody that you know what, you may have to do some investigational studies, research behind these people to make sure you know who you're dealing with. Because I feel like there is something that you need to know everything. Whatever you're trying to get into, you don't know everything, and you need to do. And so this little boy is coming in, and he is going to find it, and he's going to cut it up. He's you cutting to the chase. This is communication. This is some messages coming in. It could be some messages. It could even come from a person who is an air sign: Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Why this is all happening, or what's going on in your subconscious. Five of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like subconsciously, that goes along with what I said with this Four of Wands. Like I said, like you're trying to build something, but it's built on shaky ground. I feel like some of you kind of know that. Like you may be moving a little too fast with this, but you're in a whatever mode or a fuck it mode. Like, I'm gonna try it anyway. I would urge you to get out of that mode. This is not one of these situations where you need to be just going with the flow. You really need to know what you're getting into. Okay. What happened in the past? Seven of Swords. Like I said, with this person, look at them. They gossiping. You know, I feel like there's been some things that they didn't tell you, or even if it comes to a contract or something like that, there are things that you just didn't know. You see how she's out by herself, this lady at the top, and these other people are discussing stuff without her. Like, they don't even know that she's in the back. And I feel like she already knows. That's why she wants to sit there and she wants to jab them because she's mad with them. I feel like this person has let you down before, or if you've been in a situation similar. If it's not a relationship, you've been in a situation like this before. And so it's telling you to pay attention, okay? This is one of those situations where you need to be opening your eyes for real, and listening to your gut. Because I feel like what you're doing and what your gut is telling you to do is two different things. You're not following your gut, Scorpio. And this is for, I don't know if I said this is for Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. Yeah, you want to make sure that you're doing you're feeling good about the right thing, and you're doing the right thing. That's going to be for your best interest. Not everything was told to you the way it was presented. What's going on right now? King of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you're trying to get control over this thing. I feel like you're trying to make it work. You're trying to make it right. But I even have a nagging feeling. Like, look at this man in the King of Swords. He has this big old long shish kebab that he's trying to grill. Well, he wants to grill, and he's looking at this teeny little grill like, yeah. I don't think that this is going to work. I don't know how I'm going to get this whole thing on the grill. And so, but you have this, it's like, even though you see that, well, I'm gonna still try to work on it anyway and get it right. So, that's what that's how you're feeling about this situation. I'm telling you, I feel confliction here, y'all. Um, Stop looking at things through rose-colored glasses, Scorpio. I'm being told to tell you that. If you're feeling like if you're about to enter in something, whatever it is, even if this is moving into a new apartment and you went to the new, they showed it to you the day that you went out to the complex and you thought you may like it and you start signing paperwork and you haven't signed your lease yet, but something's kind of tugging at you because maybe when you were outside you saw somebody or maybe one of your neighbors that didn't, I don't know. It was something about, it could be something about the surrounding of the people or just the energy in the house. And you're like, I don't know if I want to necessarily do that, but you're trying to press on anyway. You better listen to that feeling, Scorpio. You need to listen to that feeling because it's there for a reason. Okay. Let go of trying to control everything and do what you want to do. You have to allow spirit to guide you. You have to allow for the Most High to guide you and lead you where you need to be. Sorry. Lead you where you need to be. It's only when we try to control things a lot, um, instead of listening to our intuition, going by what we want, as opposed to what we feel or what we know, our inner knowing, that's when we start to mess up. Okay? So just pay attention to that. If there are issues, if there's something going on right now that you're trying to make a move to and you're trying to build something off of, and but you still have that nagging feeling, you better pay attention, Scorpio. Okay? And I feel like you have done this in the past. It may not be in the same exact situation, but you've done this before. You got to learn the lesson or you're bound to repeat it again. All right? Let's see what's coming in for you, or how you're feeling right now about this whole situation. Two cards. Ten of Swords and the Two of Wands. Like I said, you're trying to make it right and you don't feel good about it. How can you make it right? How and the other thing about it is like you don't even know where to go to even start making it back right again. It's like you're torn. You're literally torn right now, Scorpio. I'm telling you, you better take a step back. Nobody's rushing you but you. Remember that, okay? Is this something that you really want, you feel like you want, or is this something that you need? We do a lot of things out of want, but is this something that's going to benefit you in the long run? Okay? What's going on around you and your surroundings, family, relationships? Well, Knight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like I feel like you have people around you, probably family, that have been pushing you towards this, um, or helping you or assisting you. They, I feel like it could be possibly a relationship where someone is offering up stability with the Ace of Pentacles, but they ain't all that stable. Okay? Pay attention to that. If this is a relationship thing, if this is money, you having a job being offered to you, it's not what it's you're gonna find that it's not what it's shaped up to be. Okay. Um, yeah, that's what I'm getting. Let's see. As advice, Scorpio, this Knight of Wands looks so devious to me. He like he is full of shit. Like he is that little boy. I forgot the little boy in Friday always riding around the bicycle. He's always just doing bad stuff. Like you just can't trust him. That's what I feel like. This person, they're offering this up. Like, yeah, let's get together and let's be this way. You know, I can take care of you, blah, 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 blah. But on the flip side, they're like, soon as I can get her in there, as soon as I can get him in there, they already have plans. Like this person, this type of person, it could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They're making plans ahead to do devious shit. Okay. And they presenting themselves in this way. Okay. If it's to the, let's say if it was you moving into an apartment, like it you move in, or not you move in, but you see it and you're like, oh yeah, this is going to be good. And then let's just say you do sign the lease and you move in. It is not, maybe the apartment has roaches. I hope your apartment doesn't have roaches. Or maybe you have noisy neighbors. There was something about it that it seemed hidden. You didn't know all of that. And had you known, you wouldn't have signed up for it. Okay. Really think about before you sign any legal documents. I don't see any justice card or judgment card, but I just feel very strongly that y'all need to make sure that before you sign anything, any legal contracts or documents, anything that's going to be binding, you need to look at it and you need to read it straight up. Don't. This is not a month for you to be super trusting. You need to use your discernment. You need to listen to that inner voice, because I feel like it's telling you, like, no, you need to look at this again. Okay. Or you may find yourself in a situation that you've been in before that was not beneficial for you. As advice, two cards for, oh my, excuse me. As advice, Three of Cups and the Tower. What I feel, the Three of Cups talks about two things coming together to create a third energy. It's like the mom and dad creating a purple, the baby. I feel like it's telling you to talk to other people about this, close people. Share some of your, you don't have to tell them the whole thing, but give them the gist and see what they come up with. Again, like I said, with the Tower, these cards, especially the Four of Wands in this deck, it's not like I said in other decks, the connotations of the cards are a little different. I see the Four of Wands very similar to the Tower, and it's very interesting that the Tower popped up. I feel like it's telling you to be prepared for major changes in your life. Okay, because there is a chance that it could happen. This lady she's in a jello mode. This camera doesn't look good, but she's in a jello mode. And she's thinking, like, she's looking like, oh my God, I'm so beautiful, I look like a living doll. But you're in a jello mode, and all I have to do is get some hot water and your ass is going to melt away. You and all these little strawberries and olives and all this other stuff that's in this jello mold, y'all about to melt right away. So what you think is solid is not solid, Scorpio. Okay. And you know it. You need to hear it from other people to know that what you're, and I feel like even though you know it, that's why the Three of Cups is coming in to tell you to talk to other people. Talk to your homegirl, talk to your homeboy, go get a drink, maybe if you drink, or just sit down and chat and run it by them and see what they feel about it. Because I feel like what you're going to find is that this person, your family and friends, they're going to confirm what you've been feeling all along anyway. It's like you need to hear it from other people, just to confirm. Don't doubt yourself, boo. If you feeling it, it's there for a reason. Okay. And what's coming in for an outcome? You had this card just to pop out, and I don't know what this card is. Cut the bullshit. It's time to cut out a new pattern. Okay, this is time for a new pattern to come in. Change up the pattern, Scorpio. Okay, don't do the norm. You got to look out for you. in this particular situation. This is not a thing about being selfish, but this is something about having your best interest at heart. All right. As a outcome, oh my goodness, Scorpio. Guess what? I didn't do a near future. Let's do it. Let's put the near future and the outcome together. Let's do that because I read them together anyway. So let's just put it. Let's put it where we need it to go. I didn't even notice that. This is what's coming in towards the middle to the end of the month. If the energy is going to change, stay the same. King of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. If this is a relationship, this is what I said. If this is a relationship, there's going to be a stable. You're going to be looking at this thing. You're going to be slowing down. Like if I feel like some of y'all met some people and y'all just started moving really, really fast, and y'all started trying to build this life together. But yet, and still, even though you're building this life, it's you have some reservations about it. You have some qualms about it. You may be even going to your friends to talk about this relationship or how you feel about this relationship. There's going to be towards the end of the month a more, you're going to be looking at it and dealing with it from a more stable or more practical, more logical point of view. You're definitely going to be feeling more secure about what you're going to be doing. I feel like even with the Knight of Cups, that is you, Scorpio. You're going to be expressing how you feel to your mate um, about this situation, and realizing that there is room to grow and there's room for growth within this relationship. You may be coming in telling them that you want to slow things down just for a little while, just so you can get your emotions together. Um, you may be even telling them, I'm not ready for this right now. Because this boy, like he's good 11, 12, 13 years old. He's trying to wine and dine and entertain this college age woman. He's not ready for her. He feels like he's ready for her, but he's not ready for her just yet. So that's what I see that you're going to be coming in and probably saying. It could be you backing away from a contract or a situation because you've looking at it, you're not looking at it from a place of want. You're looking at it from a place of how it's going to benefit me. Yeah, I know I said I want it, but how is it going to benefit me? And you may be seeing that if you make a move right now, it's not going to benefit you the way that you need to. Some of y'all are going to have some money coming in. I feel like you're going to be definitely work. There's a lot of pentacles in this reading. You definitely staying focused on work. This may even be something, some type of job offer that you've been offered at work. Maybe a promotion, and you be like, at first you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it, and then you're like, maybe not. Okay, let me take these cards down. I do have wisdom for healing cards, so let me just come in and do these real quick to show you or see what you can do to help you along with this process, because I do feel like y'all are very, very torn. It's going to get better, Scorpio, towards the end of the month, but I feel like you're entering the month feeling very, very torn and trying to fake the funk. Like this is going to, like you, like I hear you saying, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to work out, right? It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. So, there is some, you even questioning yourself, like, am I delusional? What am I doing? So you got to get that doubt. When there's doubt there, the doubt is there for a reason. Not Aquarius, Scorpio. There's a doubt there. You need to give some attention to that doubt, because I feel like you that doubt is a reflection of your intuition. Two cards. First card, recognize your first thought. What I just said. That is all about talking about your intuition. Recognize your first thought with this situation. What are you thinking about it? If you're feeling uneasy about it, there's a reason. And you have to learn how to differentiate between what is a true fear and what is your higher self speaking to you as your intuition. If it's something that is going to benefit you and everybody else, I feel like a lot of times that's more so your intuition. Something that you feel like is just you oriented, self oriented, maybe more from an ego or a fear based belief. But I feel like with this situation, like, deep down inside it's not going to work for you or the other person, or you and the company, or you and the like, you're going to go into it anyway, but it's not going to work. You feel like it's not going to be a good situation all the way around. And you're worried about it as well. It says today's lesson. This is a day of intuitive practice where you acknowledge that your first thought is your best thought and usually corresponds with your clearest intuitive voice. Your goal is to pay attention to your intuition. You don't want to, like, she's chilling because she knows that she's following her first thought. When you follow your first thought, you develop confidence within yourself. You start to believe in yourself. And I feel like if you go into this situation trying to make it work and trying to force it for you, that you're going to end up in something that is going to be very hard to get out of, and it's going to bring about a lot of worry. And I can also see her looking like, damn, I sure should have listened to myself. It could be that type of deal too. The other card is visualize a healthy body and mind. Visualize yourself as a completely healthy person inside and out. Do one thing that brings you closer to achieving that state. Your goal, do whatever it takes to become the healthiest you possible. Now, what I feel like when this talking about visualizing a healthy body and mind, I feel like this is more so a healthy mind, more so than body. It ridding yourself of the belief that you have to go along with things, or it's being able to stand out on your own. That's a part of having a healthy mind, to be able to think for yourself and not allow others to dictate what you want to do in your life. um, and visualizing yourself saying no. If this is not something that you really want to do, visualizing yourself saying that, visualizing yourself in a situation that's going to be beneficial to not just you, but to everyone around, everyone involved. Um, I don't know. For the Scorpios that's going through this, I feel real troubled about it. I feel like somebody's out there, they're about to get themselves into some shit that they don't, and they know it. They know it. Don't do it, Scorpio. Okay? Um, be willing to go against the grain and take a look at this thing. Step back and take a look and examine why you feel this way. I feel like this has a lot to do with, and it says visualize a healthy body and mind. It has to do with fear of being alone, fear of being on your own, fear of not having someone's approval, fear of loss. And if it's those type of fears, those are things you have to work on from an internal perspective, because we all came here by ourselves. We all gonna die by ourselves. We cannot continue to go through life doing what other people want us to do. You have to do what's gonna make you happy. You have to do, and if you're not all the way in it, don't try to make yourself be all the way in it, Scorpio. You're not all the way in it for a reason. Okay, so just remember that, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. I'm going to upload these videos. If you want a personal reading from me, my information is down in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, and I love y'all. Bye.